Welcome aboard. Welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Connection. Thank you for joining me today. About a minute late, scrambling, trying to get everything together. Thank you for joining me today as we roll through another episode of the Real Estate Connection with your radio realtor, Stephen Theard. And here we go.
Time now for The Real Estate Connection with Stephen Theard, a realtor and certified probate and real estate specialist. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or a seasoned investor looking to downsize, move up, or refinance, this program is for you.
A house in the middle of a street. Something tells you that you've got to in the middle of
From probate sales to landscape design to home repairs and maintenance, this is your weekly look into all things real estate. Now your host for the Real Estate Connection, Stephen Theard.
Welcome to the Real Estate Connection. Welcome to the Real Estate Connection. Hey everybody, thank you for joining me on today's episode of the Real Estate Connection, where we talk about all things real estate with your radio realtor, Stephen Theard. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today. All the applause goes to you. That's right. Thank you so much, everybody, for spending your lunchtime with me. We've gotten to a little bit of a late start as I've been scrambling to get everything together here. Kind of procrastinated my morning a little bit to the last minute. And now we were up and we are ready to rock and roll. All right. So I hope everyone's staying safe out there. If you're in the fire affected areas, your safety is a concern. And I'm going to be going out to church today. We're going to be praying for people, and part of our prayer is going to be for all those affected by the fires. I have some good friends that live in that area. Arnold, Cammie, Dane, for you guys out there, definitely you're in my prayers, and we're praying that your property will remain safe, but most of all, you will remain safe out there as we're still dealing with wildfires in Northern California. With that being said, God bless you guys, and we're asking that the Lord, that's right, we're asking that the Lord would send you help to not only for you but your property, but mostly for you guys to stay safe. You can always replace your property. All right. So if you're out there in YouTube land, hit that thumbs up button and hit the like and subscribe. And if you're on Facebook, hit the like and share button. If you're on Periscope, share the show out with all your friends. And without much further delay, I think we're just going to get into recording the program today. Let me adjust my screen a little bit here, though. I want to make sure I can see that, yep, there we go, that We're actually broadcasting and sending a signal out. That makes me feel better, makes me feel more comfortable. That's if you're at all thinking about broadcasting at all, my advice to you is don't be afraid to make changes on the fly. Sometimes you get into it and you're not feeling right. It's kind of like on the tee box in golf. You get over the ball and you're just not feeling it. Don't be afraid to back out. Just back on out of there. Start all over again. That's what I just did. I just adjusted my screen. I like seeing whether or not the signal is being sent. And I see on Facebook it says sending data, but I hope that it is connected. So if any of you are out there on Facebook, you want to send me a quick little comment in the comment section just to make sure you're receiving it. I know I'm online on Periscope and YouTube. All right, without any further ado, we're going to jump on in because I do not have time to log on and off just to make sure that Facebook is connected. I see that somebody is watching for sure. And if that somebody happens to be my lovely bride, send me a text message. Make sure that you can see me out there in Facebook land. All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to get the party started with the radio show. That's right. Get the party started with the radio show. Geez, things are just jumping around on my screen today. And we're going to get this party started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome to the Real Estate Connection. Thank you for joining me today. Stephen Theard, your radio realtor, on another episode of the Real Estate Connection, where we discuss all things real estate. So without any further ado, we're going to jump right on in. Now, traditionally, the spring is the hot time to sell real estate annually. However, as you all are well aware of, 2020 has brought us changes that we have never, ever seen before in the real estate market. 2020 has absolutely devastated the way things are done traditionally, especially in real estate. On real estate. So the timing and the way we traditionally conduct business in the United States has been completely altered in 2020. In our first segment, I will walk through why fall is the new spring in real estate for 2020. Now, if you are new to the Real Estate Connection and your radio realtor, Stephen Theard, and you don't want to miss another show, email me today at info, I-N-F-O, at realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info at realestateconnectionradio.com with your name and your email address, and I would be happy to add you to my podcast distribution list so that you don't have to miss another segment. All right, so for today's content of the show, credit needs to go where credit is due. I'm not sure if you are aware of the publication by the name of Inman, but it is the Real Estate Insiders, or the industry real estate go-to location for news and updates of all things real estate nationwide. And this information that I'm going to share with you today is brought to you by an article out of Inman written by Andrea Brambilla, who is a deputy editor. Andrea Brambilla has been covering the real estate industry at Inman News since 2009. During that time, she has earned numerous awards from the National Association of Real Estate Editors, including a Gold Award for Best Investigative Report and the Ruth Ryan Award for Best Entry by a Young Journalist. She specializes in covering real estate associations, multiple listing services, and a variety of legal issues affecting the industry. All right, so according to the article, why is fall looking more like spring in the housing market this year? Well, I have a few bullet points that I'd like to share with you in this regard. Number one is record low interest rates. Also included in this article is the increased need for more spacious, multifunctional homes during the pandemic. Timelines also don't revolve around a school year due to remote learning. So there's been all kinds of changes in our world since the pandemic has come into existence in the United States of America, and it's affecting the real estate market in very unique ways. All right, so why else would there possibly be the spring selling season moving into the fall? Working remotely may extend into Q1 2021. So, additionally, in the article, it speaks about low inventory nationally. So, in today's show, in the first segment, I'm going to cover for you the details in this article behind these bullet points that digs a little bit deeper into why we should see continued velocity in the real estate market continuing all the way through fall and into maybe the beginning of the first quarter of 2021. Now, if you've just joined the show and you've missed any part of what we're speaking about, which is why fall 2020 is the new spring, send me an email right now at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com with your name and email address, and I'd be happy to add you to my podcast distribution list. Or if you want details or my radio show notes backing up the information that I'm sharing for you today, send me an email as well. And if you want to work with your radio realtor, Stephen Theard, and you're thinking about listing your home and you'd like to get it listed with me, give me a call right now at 408-472-0817. Again, 408-472-0817. As you continue and stay with me in today's show, you're going to learn why, if you've been on the fence about whether or not you should actually list your home for sale during the fall period or the end of spring, and why this could be a very good time for you. You're not going to want to miss any part of our first segment as we move through why the fall is the new spring in 2020 for real estate nationally, and especially in Northern California, where we have traditionally seen tight markets as far as homes available to purchase and increases in equity and the pricing of homes in the Bay Area. Now, let's dig into the first bullet point, which was record low interest rates. So, due to the pandemic, the Federal Reserve has been keeping rates low to shore up the economy. Now, the 30-year fixed interest rate has been hovering just around 3%. Now, this is a historic low that we have not seen in the real estate industry ever. I remember when I first purchased my first home back in the mid-90s, we were talking about sitting around the water cooler, and you may have been in the market yourself at that point too, when interest rates were dropping below 7.5%, actually 8% down into 7.5%. And the scuttlebutt around the water cooler was, oh my goodness, I cannot believe how low interest rates are. But we had been coming off of hyperinflation, and we were also dealing with double-digit interest rates from the past. And so anything kind of under 10% was considered low. And then when it started dipping below 7%, people were getting really excited about how low interest rates truly were, and the aspect of refinancing. Now, jump ahead 25 years into the future, and would you have ever have thought that you would see interest rates below 4%, but not only that, interest rates sometimes dipping below 3%. This is historic in level and gives buyers extra buying power in the real estate market to get a home. Now, rates are not expected to rise in the near future as the Fed continues to manage the economy, and it is expected that these low interest rates will extend the spring selling cycle into the fall. So you write that down. That's the first bullet point, is that the low interest rates are not expected to rise in the near future, and that the low rates are expected to be extended into the end of the spring selling season and into the fall, so that potentially what we will see is velocity in the real estate market pushing through the end of the spring, through the fall, and potentially into the first quarter of 2021. Now, stay with me. When we get back from the break, we're going to continue down the road of why fall is the new spring in 2020. We'll see you in a minute. Okay, that's the end of the first segment, and that went by really, really fast. Now, unfortunately, it looks as though Facebook has not accepted the data feed from my computer today. So we're just on YouTube and Periscope, and then I will just have to upload this show onto my Facebook page when it's complete. So that's okay. The point is to record the show and get it ready for prime time on the radio. And I am truly, truly bummed that this data feed is not working on Facebook. And I broke my own rule. I just got done telling everybody, don't be afraid to shut it down and restart. And I should have shut it down and restarted. But it's okay. It's okay. When you make a mistake, you learn from it, you move on, and you don't repeat it in the future. So with that being said, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Gives my stats a better rating. And if you're on Periscope, go ahead and hit that hit those hearts, boop, 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 on the hearts, and then invite your friends into the scope. Invite your friends into the scope. I'm not trying to hypnotize you at all. And oh, by the way, I'm never too busy for any of your referrals. So if you have friends or family that are looking to buy or sell in the near future, have them contact me directly at 408-472-0817. Again, 408-472-0817. Actually, you know what? I am going to shut this thing down, and I'm going to have 2 recorded pieces for my radio producers, because they're used to that. So I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to shut this thing down and get started and get restarted, and hopefully send the data back out to Facebook. So